The
whole album
record. The Pooh Shiesty record is like you playing it for the Dirk verse.
Yeah.
Because that's the part people sing along to.
And Dirk is able to rap and do like certain tricks and stuff on songs. By tricks, I mean like parts that everyone's gonna sing along to. Like, don't play a little boy in the club. We do not listen like that. That no one knows the talent that one line takes. Fuck the content of just the melody, like to stop everyone in what we're gonna sing along to. Dirk has that, and he can rap, and he can make music. I'm just not running. Maybe it's my age, maybe it's my region. I just not my shit.
Did you have any time to see his sit down with Akademiks yet?
No, I haven't. I saw the one clip of...
I've just seen the clips, yeah.
What was the clip about the gunning thing? I think that was the only thing I saw.
You and Akademiks still... you guys have a pretty... you guys have a conflict.
I wouldn't say so.
Well, I think he doesn't like you much.
What?
But
I had no idea.
But it's crazy that he doesn't like you much, and you guys have kind of had this back and forth for years. Ever since Everyday Struggle was on, right?
I don't know if it's been a back and forth. Well, I've certainly said things before, but not anything that
But I also, when you were discussing the list, you said nice things.
He definitely deserves to be on that shit.
Yeah.
And that's where the internet they'll see this clip and be like, W for act. No, I'm an objective human being. Like I know how
there's nuance and objectiveness to every situation.
Yeah, and we're also on the internet. So like, yes, if we're talking about a list, I believe Akademiks should be on that. If something is in person, I'm not going to talk about the list.
Right. I was going to ask you, like, in terms of like
these are drastically different things. I can give people their credit where it's due.
For sure. I was going to say, in terms of like, we kind of started this convo talking about hip hop media for a sec, but like, how do you kind of see?
And I'm happy those. This is not going to come across. I know people are going to think this is a sarcastic shot. I'm very happy that he was not harmed in that home invasion, because that could have went really bad. So I'm. This is a real thing. He said horrible lies and weird shit about me. I'm very happy he was not harmed in that home invasion. That could have got really bad.
When was the home invasion?
From my understanding,
recently,
2 people tried to break into his house with guns. Yeah, very recently. And they were arrested. I don't know if he was making that up or not. But
wait, didn't you send him like a Christmas card or something? Or didn't you send something to his house?
Man.
They like we're like people were like, oh, that's bullshit.
Yes.
Okay.
That was so funny though. Like, listen, man, I have no issue with anybody. I think that's funny that's
like a thing.
Good. Keep the narrative going. I think it's fucking hilarious, and I do mean this wholeheartedly. I know his fans are gonna hate this because they want me to say something. Right. I know my fans are gonna be like, "Was this some pussy shit?" Like the amount of personal things said. I'm so glad with what's been going on. People that he was not harmed in that home invasion, because from what I read,
it could have been
those guys was ready. So
was he just not home?
I don't know something about some girl set him up.
If I'm him, I got a safe room at the house.
I think a girl set him up, but it's not my story to tell. I just saw some clips, and I stay on Reddit, so I do see what other people type. I can't say that they are the best source, but yeah, I saw that something happened with a girl set him up, and 2 people were arrested, and they had guns, and
Jesus Christ!
Somebody was unlocking the door at his house, and I
think it was his girl's friend.
His girl's friend.
And listen, I don't want to. I may disagree with a lot of fucking things that kid stands for, says, whatever. I'm so happy he wasn't harmed, because this shit is getting insane with the home invasions, and I don't want to see anybody.
Just people losing their life in general. Like that kid, I think it was in Texas, that kid who like posted the picture standing in the guy's blood, and then that same day he got killed. Did you see that?
No. And even what he was saying, I think Ak's mom was in there. Like that shit is like that shit is fucked up, bro. So that's like that's just not funny. It's just not cool. Like, I feel for bro.
Yeah. Are you like
some would say he may deserve it, but I don't think someone deserves that. Like, that's
my thing with Ak is like, I think when he first came onto the scene, because I was not hip to his YouTube shit at all prior. I had no idea who he was prior to Everyday Struggle. So when the Everyday Struggle started to pop, I kind of got a kick out of this like internet dude who genuinely came off like a fan, who was like happy to be there in a lot of these conversations he was having, because Joe Budden would be there.
Yeah.
And that's why like that conversation with the Migos, the BET, was so funny, because he just was so green and like happy to be talking to the Migos. And I think there was a moment where he just became like Big Ak. And it was like, I
pause.
You know what I mean? Like his persona of like being like this guy, you know? And I'm like, sometimes and I respect dudes, like he's a hustler, you know, like I ain't mad at him, like, but I also think at a certain point in times with Ak, it's like you kind of don't seem like the greatest dude, you know? Like, but
I don't know him personally.
yeah, neither do I, to be fair.
Yeah, as much as there's been an insane narrative that anything in my life has been affected by him, which is like absolutely egregiously false and hilarious. I don't. Yeah, it's more power to him.
What I was gonna say-
like keep going, bro. Have a blast. Like there's nothing has been affected in my life.